So VA assumptions have become super popular lately, and a lot of real estate agents and also sellers are talking about them. So I want to do a video today about how they work and what people need to know. First thing people need to know is that they will take time. So if you're selling your house and want to do a quick close, let's say for 30 days, sometimes even 45 days, talk to the servicer of the current mortgage that is going to handle the assumption and see what their estimated timeline is going to be, because more than likely it's going to take a long time. And I'm talking 3 months, sometimes 6 months to do an assumption. Okay, so that's super important to know if somebody is advertising that. Because most of the time sellers want to sell their house quickly. They don't want it on the market. They want to be done and onto the next house or apartment, whatever the case may be, right? So if you're doing any kind of assumption as a buyer, try to figure that out. Try to talk to them and see if they know what that timeline looks like, and will that to your timeline as well. So it's important to know, what that is, and the only way to figure that out is to talk to the servicer of the loan. In situations like these, loan officers aren't involved at all, because the buyer is assuming the loan that the seller already has. So you're just working with that company. Whoever is servicing the loan in these types of circumstances is going to be the party who is going to basically handle the whole thing. So super important to figure that out and then see if that's going to work for each party's respective timelines. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. It just depends on the scenario. Okay, every lender is going to be different, so figure that out and then move forward. Next thing you need to know is there's a difference between the loan amount that the current seller has and the sales price. So more than likely, the buyer is going to need to bring money to the table to satisfy the difference. Okay, so if you have a lot of money, great, you can do that. If you're not, then you're going to have to look into most likely a home equity line of credit to get the difference. Now, that's another party that's going to be involved. So you have to figure out, am I eligible for the home equity line of credit? Is it going to be enough to satisfy the difference between the current loan amount and the sales price that the seller wants? And is that going to work out with your qualifications? Also, will the servicer allow that? So there's a lot of variables when doing assumptions. I mean, let's face it, the interest rate is very attractive on people who bought in the last few years. They're probably going to have a rate of in 2% range, 3% range, something that's very attractive compared to what we have now. However, it's going to come with some hurdles, and it's going to take some patience to get through some of the things that are going to be needed to get done to get the loan assumed and also satisfy the seller's requirements as far as the difference between the current loan amount and also the sales price. So someone may have a loan of $200,000, but they want to sell it for $350,000. Well, that's a sizable difference, and you're going to have to figure that out, and what's going to be the best course of action for that as a buyer. So there's definitely some variables involved in this, and the most important thing that anyone can do when doing assumptions is to figure out what the seller is going to need, and have that seller talk to the loan servicer up front. It's going to take some time. There's going to be a lot of time on the phone. If you're going to do it, then just be patient and be prepared for a longer process. It will not be like a quick purchase transaction, or it's definitely not a refinance transaction. It's going to be something that's going to take a significant amount of time. So just keep all these things in mind. You do still have to credit qualify. So, do your best to be patient and figure out what's going to be needed for the process. And wish you all the best of luck. If you have any further questions, please let me know. Y'all have a great day.